Alright guys, so here is the first one on the test review. It says graph and label each quadrilateral with the given vertices, then determine the most precise name for each quadrilateral. So let's graph this first. We have our coordinates, and then I have my graph paper over here. So we're going to be switching back and forth just a little bit. Here we go. Okay, so -3, 1. So -3, 1, 2, 3, up 1, okay? And then -7, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, down to -3. And then let me label that E and D. And then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's F, and then 2, 1. Alright, so that is G. Alright, let me see if I can somehow connect the dots. Now, our first look, that looks like an isosceles trapezoid. The reason why we figure it's a trapezoid because of the way that it looks, and we know that this has to be parallel to this. That's one way that we know that it's a trapezoid. Also, if it's an isosceles trapezoid, we know that DE is going to be congruent to GF, and then we know that this angle here, E, will be congruent to F. So let me kind of jot all that stuff down, because those are the various things that we're going to need to determine the best definition. So first off, we need to prove DG is parallel to EF. Okay, that's the first thing. Then we need to figure out, is ED congruent to GF? And then lastly, we might be able to prove that angle E is congruent to angle F. Right? So to prove that these two lines are parallel, remember we want to take the slope of each of them and prove that the slopes are therefore equal. Let me just jot that to the side. Slopes equal. Okay, and then here, to prove that the sides are the same, you want to use distance formula. So distance formula should be x2 minus x1, that's going to be squared, plus y2 minus y1 squared. Then we take the square root of that. And then we can prove that angle E and angle F are the same through parallel lines and alternate interior angles. But if you can at least prove this portion, that they are congruent, and you can prove that you have two parallel sides, then you have proven that it's an isosceles trapezoid. So on your paper, I do need to see somehow that you've proven that these two are congruent. Alright, shoot me an email if you need further instruction, and I can walk you further through this, but I figured this was the most that you needed. So in summary, this is an isosceles trapezoid. Alright.